Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Backstage at the Blues Festival here, 2016, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. My name is Robb Payer from WBRH Radio, and I'm very happy to have you all joining us this afternoon, a beautiful Sunday afternoon. And I'm really, really honored because I get to spend the next few minutes with a family that is the first family of the blues here in Baton Rouge, a multi-generational family that has dedicated themselves to keeping the blues alive, keeping the traditions of the blues alive, specifically Baton Rouge blues, with roots going way, way back to the very first Blues Festival and beyond. So first of all, I want to, as we still have several of them because there's so many Neals here, it's the Neal family, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give them a big hand, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we're going to just pass the mic around if we can. First of all, if you guys can introduce yourselves so everybody will know who you are.
My name Frederick Neal. How y'all doing?
All right, Frederick Neal's here in the house.
My name is Kenny Neal, and I'm the eldest of the 10 of us.
And my name Darnell Neal, and I'm the ninth one of the family.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Darnell.
My name is Graylin Neal.
Thank you, Graylin. Good to see y'all. Thank you very much. Well, let's talk a little bit about the history of y'all's family. Of course, your father, the late, great Raful Neal. I want to start talking about Raful because I never met anybody that had anything derogatory to say about Raful. He was so loved and respected, and everybody loved him, and he loved everybody, it seemed like. And I know a lot of that has washed down onto y'all and to your family and to how y'all deal with business and music and people and your fans and everything like that. Tell me a little bit about Raful and his impact on you and your family.
Well, Pops was, he was special, man. He always made each one of us felt like we was the best kid out of the bunch.
Which is hard to do. Y'all got a big family, I know.
Yeah,
Right.
so we always thought we was his favorite. He made each one of us think we was the favorite kid.
Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And the grandkids, too. I mean, he just got that love. And when he shared a moment with you, it's with you at that part. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I'm glad it instilled it in us as well, because we pass it on to our kids.
Mm-hmm.
We really, you know, my dad his mother passed away at 2 months. So he was raised by a half-sister of his real mother. And his real father left and went to New Orleans and ran a Baptist church. So he was brought up with foster parents. And so when he met my mother and got his own family, that's what he wanted in life, and wanted to create his own family, because he didn't grow up having a family. So we was his family.
And I would say he succeeded greatly.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Because y'all's family is just so respected in the community, and you've done so much. And I know y'all suffered some tragedies in your family, but you have so much love that people really, really do respect y'all and love you so much. Raful was part of the very first Blues Festival that was out on Scotts Bluffs at Southern University. I think that was 1981. And Kenny, you were here at the very first Blues Festival when they moved to the state capitol grounds here.
I was living in Toronto, Canada at the time, and my dad called me up and said, hey, they want you to come down and play the Blues Festival downtown. And they don't have much money, but they'll get you a plane ticket. I said, well, get the plane ticket, and I'm on my way. And I remember doing that. That was great. Have a picture from that.
I want to talk about when y'all were all growing up. Obviously, you had musicians that were coming by the house all the time. You know, Tabby Thomas, of course, Slim Harpo, I guess. Do you remember?
I remember Slim well.
You remember?
I was only about 6 years old at the time, 7 years old, but he used to come over and drive his 59 Caddy with a trailer on the back of it full of equipment. And he would let my dad use it. If my dad had a gig to go to Opelousas, he would bring it over and let Raful use it as well. And one time he was checking the trailer to see was all of his equipment was out of it before Raful used it. And he told me, say, go in there, son, and see if anything left in there. I gets in, and he closed the doors on me. I did not like Slim Harpo after that. He was not my favorite guy. And so he went into his car, and got a harmonica out and was trying to soothe me and pacify me. And, oh, I'm so sorry, son. Here's the harmonica. Of course, I grabbed the harmonica and ran in the backyard. But that, yeah. So that's my memories of Slim.
How about you other guys? Do you have any memories of growing up, specific memories of maybe different musicians coming around the house or
Yeah,
just
Rudy Richard.
Rudy, yeah.
Yeah.
James
Henry
Johnson.
Gray.
Henry
Yeah.
Gray, of course.
Roy Lee
James Johnson.
Shepard.
And being around them, I mean, did y'all pick up anything being young? I mean, at that point, you know, were you inspired in any way? Did they have advice for you that they would impart to you as they knew that y'all were probably going to inevitably be musicians?
Yeah, well, James Cotton used to stop and he'd bring his whole band to my house, well, my dad and mother house, and my mom feed them all.
Well, if Miss Shirley was cooking, I know.
And,
Yeah, 'cause everybody was going to show up, right?
It was really coming for the food.
and the keyboard player gave me a Rose Mark I, 1972.
Wow. Wow. That did leave an impression, I'm sure,
Yeah.
right?
He said it was too heavy for the trailer.
How about you, Graylin? Any memories? Any special? Those are good guys. You know, they're good guys too. And I know your daddy loved them all. You know, definitely.
I mean, all of us call James Uncle James.
Right.
You know, that's
Right.
how close he was.
And did y'all have a chance to see him perform yesterday?
Didn't see him.
Oh, he put on a great show. He's on Friday night. That's right. With you did the thing with Lazy Lester, right? And you recorded that. So
Yeah, we did a live recording on Henry and Lazy Lester.
fantastic.
It was great, man. We had
Oh.
a good time. I can't wait to listen to the tracks tomorrow.
That's great. Okay. All right. That's great. Now, Kenny, you've got you've all got kids. We've got grandkids now. We got what 3-4 generations
4 generations.
of Neals, and we're going to see them all on the stage today.
All today, they're ready.
So you're doing a tribute to Raful. Tell me a little bit about what you picked and the songs
Well,
that
we
you're going to
did.
be doing.
I'm going to open up with Starlight Diamond today, that he wrote for my mom. You're my Starlight Diamond, and Darnell is going to be doing Raful's very first song he recorded back in 1958, "Sunny Side of Love."
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's great.
And my daughter is going to be doing, Darnell's son is going to be doing Someday. Noel going to be doing Hard Times. That's the song Raful wrote. So it's going to be pops all over the stage today.
I know you got old friends. I'm sure you're going to be playing.
Oh, I
that
got
one
to do
today.
Old Friends. That's
And Blues on the Moon, I hope.
Blues on the Moon. We can do that. I'll do that for Robb Payer.
I appreciate that because I remember asking Raful about that, and he said he wrote that right after the first moon landing.
We'll do Blues on the Moon today.
I will be looking forward to that.
That's so cool.
That'll be great.
I mean, Raful was thinking way ahead of time back then.
That's right. That's right. How about Tabby Thomas? Any memories of Tabby, y'all?
Man,
I mean, I know everybody's got a Tabby story, obviously. So anything special?
Well, when I was 15 years old, I played on a song on a 45 called Bald-Headed Lena. with
Has
Tabby
anybody
Thomas.
seen her? That's
Yeah,
it.
has anybody seen her? I was 15. I was
15 years old.
Yeah,
and that was
at
a pretty
time.
good. That was a pretty good blues
So,
lick
and,
on that
and
record
that,
too.
and that was like Tabby had gave me my big break, man. He took me in the studio, you know. It was like, and I remember Overton was the engineer at that time downtown Baton Rouge here, and so we was going through the song, but Tabby thought we was recording, so we went through the song and in it, Tabby said, "Let's go on here and check this out. This is it. This is it." We get in the control room. The guy say, "Well, Tabby, I wasn't recording." Oh man, that was the hit. That was it. We never would do this again.
But you did, and it turned out to be a great record. It was a great record. I know y'all have good memories of Tabby's Blues Box too.
Yeah, you play all night and go to the bar, and he'll say that'll be $2 for the beer.
That's right. In the band.
Got
right.
to pay the rent, baby. Got to pay the rent.
Do our audience, do any of you have any questions or maybe for the Neals? Would like to ask them anything about their history or their careers here in Baton Rouge? Because we've got just a couple of minutes. Well, no? Okay, that's all right. You guys are a wonderful group. You're a wonderful family. We wish you all the best. And, of course, you're doing everything that is wonderful, raising your children to be instilled by the blues and keeping the blues alive. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Well, it's changed a lot for me because I'm 59 this year, and when I started, my fans was, 40 and 45 years old. So now most of them show up with wheelchairs. And I played a place not long ago. I had about 700 people in the club, and the club didn't have chairs. And after my first set, they all left because they said they needed to sit down. So I've watched things change throughout the years, but what I try and do is go to the blues and put the blues in the schools and get with the young kids, and they're teaching me how to do all my Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff, So I'm just keeping up with the technology to reach the fans. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be playing the Little Walter Festival over in Alexandria, and then we're going to be doing a segment with the kids and just going through different types of blues licks and working with the kids over there. And I'm so happy to come back and do that. And okay, good. And Rob, I just want to commend you on a great job you're doing with the kids in the station.
Thank you,
That's my favorite station. And
We got to do
keep
what
it
we
on.
got to do to keep the kids interested in blues
Yes.
and roots music and Louisiana music, and you guys are doing your part.
I just
and
want you to know, every time I do my interviews across the country, I always talk about that station and tell them they can also tune in
Thank you.
online.
Thank you
So,
very much. Yeah, we will be streaming in the next month or so. So
Good.
be all over the wide world. I want to ask us one last question, if I can get maybe each of you to give me your definition. People use the word swamp blues. You heard the swamp blues. We've got the swamp blues stage outside and swamp blues. And everybody, it seems like, has a different idea or definition about what the swamp blues is. Can y'all maybe tell me what it means
Well,
to
my
you?
music is totally classified as swamp blues. And I did that back in 1987, 86, when I first started with Alligator Records. And my definition for the swamp blues is because I grew up having the Zydeco next door to me over in Lafayette and Opelousas, combined with the blues. And then I also can go down to New Orleans and hear my jazz, my funk music, ragtime. And then you go a little further north here, you're in the deep delta, and so we're surrounded with these different types of rhythms and melodies, and I just try and combine all of them together, and that's why we come up with the swamp blues sound. It's just that Cajun, New Orleans style. Baton Rouge got its own.
Would y'all kind of agree with that assessment? In a lot of ways, that's kind of what the Neal family is like.
Yes, a combination.
All these combinations of these great different elements creating this great,
Like a
great
gumbo.
sound. A good gumbo.
That's right, I'm
A good
talking
spicy
about.
gumbo.
Yeah, yes.
Well, thank y'all so much for everything that you do, continue to do. God bless you, and God bless the Neal family. And
Thank you,
we're
Rob.
going to be seeing you this afternoon, and looking forward to the next generation and the generation after that. And how young is the youngest one going to be on stage today?
4 years old.
All right.
Yeah,
Who's
ready.
that?
It's my grandson. He's been two. I got 2 of them. They came from Toronto, Canada, and the other one came from L.A.
Okay.
And they're ready.
Okay.
I mean, they've been show. I already had a show this morning when I got up.
Well, we're ready to see him. All right.
Okay, good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Neal family. Thank you so much.